How's it going, everyone? Over the past couple of years, my relationship with photography has evolved so much. After 2 years of hard work, my first book is finally hitting the shelves and my first solo exhibit is finally on display. So a lot of change has been happening, and through all of this, my relationship with printing my work has continued to evolve. So today's video is going to be the continued exploration of this, and we're going to do this in a couple of different ways. First, I'm talking about why it is so important to print your own work and see it off of the screen. Then I'm going to unbox 7 different types of specialty prints that I've never seen before, from wood and metal to giclee, all super fascinating specialty styles. Then I'm going to actually gift these specialty prints to my friends, many of whom have no idea what they're going to receive. And finally, I'm doing a giveaway so you can start printing your own work. It's going to be a blast. Before we get started, a quick thanks to Printique for making this video possible. Printique is a New York-based photo lab that I've actually been printing with for over 7 years now and have nothing but great things to say about. More on them in a minute. Starting off with the grand question of why you should print your work. Now, there are a whole range of reasons that go as practical as the business opportunities from selling your work to the very metaphysical, abstract question of, does your photo even exist until it's printed? Now, instead of going down either of those rabbit holes, I just want to talk about what it means to print your own images. Starting off with the very physical, tangible benefits, your work looks different once it's printed. You get to see all new details that emerge when you can look at it in this new way. You can print it at a larger scale, and you get to see how your work commands attention when it's removed from all the distractions of the digital realm. Now, on top of all of this, your work becomes an object, becomes a piece of art, a piece of home decor that can change people's mood and tie a room together, that can start conversations, or that you could just stare at endlessly without your eyes throbbing from looking at a screen. And if all of that isn't enough to convince you to want to print your work, let's talk about the intangible. I love that printing your work requires a commitment to an image. Over the course of any year, I share hundreds of photos on the internet, and I think we're all guilty of using carousels on Instagram because we're too indecisive to pick a favorite. Now, by adding the financial and physical constraints of printing your work, you really have to commit to images that you cherish and want to have in your life for longer than the 10 seconds you have it on the screen. And I think that is so special in and of itself. And lastly, what I think is the most important reason is that it's going to connect you more with not just photography as a medium, but also your own work. You are engaging in the final step, the creation process. You've already made the image and now you are creating an object. And I think that is so unbelievably special. This is the reason why people like printing in the darkroom so much. It brings your work into its final form, connects you with the medium, and there's nothing more important than that. Let's try that again. And now let's do some unboxing. I've been printing with Printique for over 7 years now. I have never actually done any of these specialty prints, which is why I am so excited. Another thing I should say is that I gave my friends carte blanche on my entire library of images, which is a kind of crazy thing to do, but also super fun to see which they picked. Okay, this is a 16 by 24 inch canvas print of our favorite local bakery in the snow. It's 1 inch in depth, and you get to choose the color of the sides. I went with white. Truth be told, I was a little bit skeptical to print a photo on a canvas, but I actually think this image worked perfectly for it. In the dark areas of the canvas, you see all of the wonderful stitched texture of the canvas itself, and it has some really nice color contrast with the bright white snowflakes caught by the flash. I'm really satisfied with this. I think George's gonna love it. Gotta love secure packaging. Ooh, this is the acrylic print. Whoa. Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. This is a 16 by 24 inch print, and the 1/4 inch thick glass is so cool because it's reflective of the image. So when you see it from the sides, not only is it gonna pop out against the wall with this big metal back, but it's also has this really nice reflective look where I see the image in double, and it just makes the image really pop out in a wonderful way. This is So much fun. I think Kyle's gonna love this. This is just such a pleasure to get to see my work like this. And now we have this wood print, which I've been so excited to see. This is also a 16 by 24 inch print on freaking wood. What's interesting about this wood print is that it has this really natural, distinct wooden color. It's a lot less neutral by default than the other printing materials. So in these brighter areas, like the white areas where the sun is hitting this tunnel, you can actually see the grain of the wood a little bit, and it just adds a really beautiful, interesting texture to this shot. This is just the kind of print that you want to just slowly gravitate yourself around to see it from every single angle. Whoever had the idea to print on wood is a crazy, insane human, but also deserves a raise. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, sick. This is the metal print. This is unbelievably cool. Also in the realm of absolutely crazy materials to print on, this is a solid sheet of aluminum. Printique uses a printing process called dye sublimation to transfer the colors onto this. What's cool about this is it's very clearly a sheet of metal. The whites are extra reflective and shiny, and it just has this incredible pop to it. The colors are so bright, and it catches light in a wonderful way. You know those moments when technology just wows you and you're like, oh wow, we are really in the future right now? This is one of those moments. Carlos is gonna love this. And on to our final package. This is the standout print. Whoa! This is 16 by 20 and it's 3/4 inches thick. Really nice minimalistic look that will be a great, simple alternative to a frame. This is really cool. I am thrilled with how this turned out, wow. Or maybe I'm just an egomaniac that loves my photography a little too much. It's probably a little bit of both. And now we have 2 more prints. Whoa. This is the giclee print, and this is a fine art print that has a little more texture than the standard photo print. For comparison's sake, I actually got the exact same image, standard luster print. This is a standard digital C-class luster print, and for those who aren't familiar, luster is this nice middle ground between matte and glossy, where it's not too shiny, but it's not too flat. It's like the Goldilocks of photo papers. The texture of the giclee print is really interesting. It gives it a really nice fine art feel, and I like how you can really see it in just about all the colors, but it shows up particularly stark in the solid colored areas, like the white area and this deep black area. You can really just see the stitching of this watercolor finish. So this print is 50% cotton, 50% cellulose. Just a really interesting option. It is more expensive than the traditional photo prints, but it gives a nice special look to your images. That is a fantastic choice if you're looking to stand out. And I'm now feeling much better versed in the world of specialty printing, so big thanks to Printique. And now let's go ahead and spread the joy and give these prints to the homies. What's going on, honey? What's going on, boys? Hey, I got a print for you. I got a print for you.
Thank you.
I got a canvas for you.
Wow, it looks great. Wow, it's super crisp. Nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god, I didn't realize the sheen it was giving. It's so good.
Oh, nice, man.
I've never seen the wood print before. Dude, I'm stoked on this.
Yeah, that's great. Sick. Pretty exceptional. It's a great print.
Oh, it's the guy jumping the turnstile! Well, the paper feels good.
It smells great too.
Oh dude, this is perfect. This is literally my favorite image from that series. This is amazing, man. What is this printed on? Thank you, I really appreciate it.
Looks kind of nice there.
Hopefully you found that as heartwarming as I do, or I will. Haven't actually opened up or gifted these prints yet, but I have a feeling that future me will be very satisfied with how it all came out. Finally, to wrap this video up and encourage you to start printing your work, Printique and I are giving away 3 $100 print credits on their website. And entering this contest is super simple. All you have to do is head over to this photo on my Instagram, there's a link in the description, and leave a comment about your relationship with printing. You don't need to tag anyone, you don't need to follow anyone, just a simple, either 1-sentence line about your printing experience or tell me a story, whatever you'd like. I would just love to hear about it. And that's all. Printique does only ship to the US and Canada, so if you live in another country, you're more than welcome to enter, but you'll have to give away your prints as gifts to people who live in these 2 countries. So consider it a forced constraint to make you be a generous gift giver. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you around. Yeah, I hope you guys like this print.
I can't exchange it. Give me on film saying that, so I can't exchange this.